Next on the Broadway Show, Six reigns supreme. We'll chat with one of the stars of this explosive pop concert musical, Brittney Mack. Plus, a journey to the past while moving into the future. You'll meet the history-making new star of the national touring production of Anastasia. Also, Broadway's got the blues, Lackawanna Blues. We sit down with the one-man show's creator and star, Santiago-Hudson. I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is the Broadway Show. Broadway is picking up speed, gaining momentum. We are back with our best and biggest shows, and that's why I'm so glad you're with us for this latest edition of the Broadway Show. I'm Tamsen Fadal. First things first, let's talk Tonys. The 74th Tony Awards and the first since June of 2019 are in the books. Broadway's biggest stars on Broadway's biggest night. We'll say it again, Broadway is back, and we aren't going anywhere. We caught up with all the winners on Tony night.
I really was not prepared. I did not think this was going to happen tonight, but I just have been so happy this week in particular, and it's just been such a blast to be back in New York, and the city is still alive, and Broadway's coming back.
I want to get on a stage right now. I want to be in a dressing room right now. I want to be in rehearsals right now. It's especially sweet to have this, as a welcome back. It's just beyond anything. I was not expecting it.
I've always just wanted to be an actor and have a life in the theater and be a part of this theater community. And, it's an acknowledgement of a moment in time, but also I'd like to think it's, I've been doing this for a little bit, and I just feel part of this community in a very new way.
I didn't really know that this day would come. I wasn't sure. I'm extremely moved by that, but even more so moved by my presence in this industry is different than what it was when I started this show. When I started this show, I felt I had so much to prove. And now I only want to do everything that I can to make this industry better for those that come after me. And I'm thinking about that constantly, which allows me to just free up, do what I do, and actually enjoy this last chapter of Tina with my cast.
Listen up, let me tell you a story. Welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be six wives, but now we're ex-wives.
The cast of Six have reclaimed their thrones as the new queens of Broadway. Paul Wontorek sat down with one of the stars of Six, Brittney Mack.
Thanks, Tamsen. We chatted about the show's passionate fan base, the queendom, and so much more.
Get down, you dirty rascal.
What about this show? What is the secret of the sauce? Why does this just magic?
I think there's a combination of magic pieces. Toby and Lucy are telling a story that has to do with their history, right? They are from London and, they went to school. So them creating this was for school.
Right.
Their friendship kind of leaps off the pages, so to speak. You can see and smell and taste the collaboration when you're just reading the score in the script. In the room in Chicago, I will never forget, we sat down the very first day. We sat there and I was like, I said, okay, ladies, I want to take a second and just clear the air that this is a room full of all women. So I think if we respect each other as Black, white, mixed, Filipino, whatever your generations may be, that we're humans first, then we're women, and then we're these creative beings. And I think as long as we keep that going, we can have something very special. We agreed that day, and from that day on, I think that's the magic in our sauce. It's respect first, and then, I don't know what they did with that casting. I don't know how they did it. Casting and the music. I mean, we're in rehearsals wilding out over everybody. Adriana sang and we were like, what the? You know what I mean? We were just freaking out and just gassing each other up, because that's what women need. We need to be gassed constantly. And that's what artists need. So to give each other exactly what we need is just enough to get through the show. And that from there just kind of evolved into respect and honor, and then just like genuine love, because Abby Mueller cracks my world up. She makes me laugh so hard every day, all the time. And you know, I try to be a professional, and I can't with her around. So it's respect first.
It's a lot of fun to watch Six the Musical, but how much fun is it to be up there with those women doing it?
It's bananas. It's so dope. It's so dope. It's so
dope.
Cool. Like if I'm no way is my favorite song to dance in the show. And baby, you cannot tell me that I am not dancing for Janet Jackson, okay? I am giving you Rhythm Nation. Like, I am serving you everything you could possibly need in life. You're welcome. Like, that's how I feel. That's my swag, you know? And, you know, then watching Abby just stand and sing. I'm just like...
You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And I get to be a part of it every night. It's an honor.
The fan base has not gone anywhere. They're very excited. They have their tickets. That must feel good. It must feel good to know that that energy, there was such an energy for the show, and it's still there.
It does. It's humbling. It's humbling because we are all very just kind of normal chicks. We call our fans the Queendom. They're crazy. They are crazy. They're crazy. They're always like, "Hey, Auntie Brittney." It's a good time. They keep us on our toes. You know, they keep us aware. They keep us accountable. So the discussions that we're having now as a cast with producers and with other cast on equality and equity, which are two different things, in the workplace and on Broadway, is for them, right? It's because they're all aspiring. So we gotta get it right.
We're six.
What made you want to do this first when you were first a kid, when you were that kid in high school? Why did you want to express yourself this way?
Oh my gosh. Well, okay, so what had happened was, right? So growing up in Chicago, WTTW, Channel 11 used to play musicals really, really late on Sunday nights.
Okay.
My mom sat me down in front of a TV one night and was like, "Don't move." And I didn't move. You know, I grew up watching musicals. I grew up watching it all happen at the same time, right? Singing, dance, and acting. So it wasn't, I can't even say I'm the person that's like, "Oh, I'm a dancer first, singer second, and subpar." Like, I just do all of it to whatever level I can do it at that day, because the knees, my God. And so the influences of Gary Coleman and Shirley Temple, I told my mom, I said, "I want to be Gary Coleman and Shirley Temple when I grow up." She was like, "Okay." And that was it. And I was like, and she said, I can't believe you remember that conversation. I was like, "I'll never forget it," because she never told me I couldn't.
Welcome back, Broadway. You're simply the best.
Tina, the Tina Turner musical, rolls back onto Broadway this week, but they gave us a quick look inside the rehearsal room. Tony winner Adrienne Warren returns to the title role as Tina Turner October 8th.
One step at a time, one hope, then another. Who knows where this road may go?
Broadway is back, and so are our touring shows. The national tour of Anastasia hits the road October 19th with stops in 40 cities. And this production has a history-making new lead. Let's send it out to Charlie Cooper.
Thanks, Tamsen. Kyla Stone will lead the national tour of Anastasia. She'll be the very first Black actress to play the role of Anya in any production worldwide. I got to sit down with her at the iconic Russian Tea Room right here in New York City. So Kyla, we are here at the Russian Tea Room. How fitting for this new role that you are taking on, leading this tour for Anastasia. How does it feel to be in this particular space?
This feels right, where it feels like it was earned, but at the same time, it was just such a gift and just unreal, really.
Is there any part of it that kind of scares you?
No, I don't want to sound that confident, but I think it's just, The only thing that scares me is how I'm gonna make it through without just crying every night. I think that's really the one thing where it just feels like so great to sing this score and so amazing to go on Anya's journey because she is so strong and she's learning about herself, and that's just overwhelming.
Did you grow up at all on the film, and like what did it mean to you to land a role like this?
Yeah,
if so.
Yeah, my sister actually introduced me to the film. So that was really like my introduction. And so it was more her film than mine. I was a big Tarzan kid, but really just knowing that it holds so much for so many people and taking on that mountain of being a princess and going on that journey.
And of course, you're the first Black woman to take on this role as Anya. What does that mean for you?
So much, so much. Like, I get overwhelmed. I tried on costumes today, and it's so great to be continuing this narrative of opening so many doors for so many women and men and all people. Just knowing that they have the opportunity to tell stories like this is really a gift.
Growing up, did you have any people who looked like you, who you felt like, okay, these are the people I want to emulate my career after?
Yeah, growing up, definitely Audra McDonald was number one.
Yep.
And I got to see her in concert. And ironically, she told me, I was sitting in the first row and she invited everyone to sing with her. And she looked at me and she said, with a voice like that, you will be on Broadway someday.
Wow.
So that stuck with me, and just getting to do this show is just a step in the journey. And
wow, to hear that from Audra, that's
just,
huge.
Woof, I took that with me all the way.
There's still a whole lot more to talk about on this edition of The Broadway Show. Coming up, he's one man playing more than 20 characters. It's the Broadway debut of Lackawanna Blues. We'll talk to the creator and star of this tour de force solo show. I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is The Broadway Show. Seven new plays written by Black playwrights are coming to Broadway this fall, including Lackawanna Blues from Tony Award winner Ruben Santiago-Hudson.
No mask, don't ask. No glove, no love. Moderna, Pfizer, and some hand sanitizer. No chest without your test.
That show, celebrating its first preview performance on the same night Broadway's biggest musicals also return to the stage. Santiago-Hudson's solo show features live music from Grammy-nominated blues guitarist Junior Mack. Paul Wontorek caught up with the creator and star of Lackawanna Blues, Ruben Santiago-Hudson.
Being in a one-actor play is a really unique experience. Are you excited to get up and be able to connect with people? It's so exciting as an audience member to watch an actor do this and to watch you transform from character to character. And are you excited to get up and have that intimate relationship?
Excitement is a word that pales to the reality that I'm really going to feel. I mean, the first thing I got to get over is when I hear the people on my monitor coming into the theater. Now, once that crying is over, once I finish those tears, because grown men do cry, particularly those of a certain age, and then I got to get over that to say my prayers before I go on stage and call on my ancestors, call Lloyd and August and Douglas Turner Ward and Nanny and all those people back in. Then I got to not cry when the lights come on, and because when I come on as Nanny, I do look the audience over to say welcome. I've been doing it from the beginning. Don't cry. And I won't cry, I don't believe, until the end.
Does it still feel very personal to you, this piece?
Absolutely, it never leaves me. Your life never leaves you. You could change your suit, you could change your attitude, you can't change your life. What it is, it is. In the beauty and the turmoil and the pathos and the pain and the laughter and the jokes and the mother wit and the food, all that stayed with me. I still long for that stuff. Like when I'm down in the South or something, because the stuff my mommy would cook, anything you hunted and killed, it was trouble because she gonna cook it. So, they don't do that in New York. My wife's a chef, she's not gonna do that. But if I'm down South, sometimes I walk in a place and I look up and say, oh, they got that. People don't eat that, up where I'm from in New York, unless you might find it right. So it never leaves you. It never leaves you, it stays with you, and I think that's the joy of it all.
And so what you're introducing us to this community that really raised you sort of in your heart and made you the man you are today. How would you describe that community to people who maybe don't know the play and missed the fantastic film adaptation?
See, this crazy thing called segregation made black people have to create their own heaven on earth. But so I was in a very nurturing community where people can lean out the window and say, don't you do that, boy, I'm gonna call Nanny. And I knew that that person might spank my bottom, and then when I get home, Nanny might drop one on me too. So because we were raised by a community, we were protected by that community, we were nurtured by that community, taught by that community. Bad lessons ain't good. And you had to discern, and that's where Nanny comes in. You know better than that. Like if Nanny would say something to me like, listen to me good now, that means I'm not gonna say it again. Listen to me good now. Or she would say to me, now, and this is a saying in the black community, every black community, when I say this, people are going, now I'm through with it. Not I'm through with it, now I'm through with it. That means it's never good to be spoken about again.
Yeah, final word.
You know those code, listen, and I say things in here like that she would say, and some people say, what do you say? You know, but listen, when I go see a Pinter play, whether it's McDonough or even Shakespeare, I don't know what they say half the time. But I am enthralled because I'm learning. I'm learning things that are different than me. So I want to share this wonderful community with people.
If you want a career in theater, keep it right here. We'll tell you about an incredible opportunity for up-and-comers looking to break into the world of Broadway. I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is The Broadway Show. We're excited to tell you about an awesome new paid fellowship program for college juniors and seniors and recent grads who are interested in a career in theater. It's called the Black Theater Coalition Broadway Across America Fellowship. I had a chance to speak with one of the founders of the Black Theater Coalition, T. Oliver Reed. Let's talk a little bit about the mission of Black Theater Coalition.
The mission for Black Theater Coalition is to remove the illusion of inclusion in the American theater by helping build a sustainable roadmap towards employment for Black professionals. And we were very specific about using and saying the American theater and not just Broadway, because we realized that this was an issue and a problem that we wanted to address within the entirety of theater. So yes, on Broadway, but also in regional theaters, yes, also at performing arts venues, as well as colleges and universities when young actors and those who want to be in the business are really sort of getting a start, but also really look at when kids are between 9 and 12 and they get that spark of interest in the theater. Those who want to be on stage, they understand that, yeah, that there's a place for you. But for those who don't sing, act, or dance, to understand that there's still a space for you in the American theater, and that may be in marketing or public relations, or that could be as a general manager or a facilities manager, all these things that we don't hear about those positions and those careers as readily as we do of those that are singing, acting, and dancing. For us, it really is about not looking at those who are on the stages, but those who are behind the stages, those who are in the offices, in the companies that really support and make Broadway happen.
I mean, we know, there's you look on the stage and you see the actors, you know there's a lot that pulls it all together and things that bring it all together. But to your point, where do you begin? And that's really what the coalition is about for so many.
Absolutely. It's, there is no one roadmap or sort of map in general to say this is how you do this to get here. In so many instances, people have known someone or they did an internship at some point and they started to build relationships with different people. For us, it's like, let's figure out ways to build those relationships. So for these 10 regional fellows who will be a part of this fellowship, they begin to build these relationships with those who, the administration, the organizers, the powers that be at each of the offices that Broadway Across America has that they'll be working in. As we start to build these relationships and make sure that people are in certain rooms where decisions are made, they continue down the pathway towards whatever their goals may be. It's like, for us, like making sure that they, if there's a show that's happening and we have a fellow that's working on that show or in this office, that they start meeting people, and in a year, someone's like, oh, I want to hire someone with this. Oh, you remember this fellow who worked at the BTC, BAA fellowship? Let's make sure that we're seeing them for that. They'll come out of this with connections so that begin to build those relationships, because this business really is built on not only talent, 100%. But also on those relationships.
What made you say, this is where I need to devote my time now?
I'm at a point that I really I understand that my passion and my purpose have joined finally. So
Nice.
all that I've learned and all that I have been able to witness in the theater to now be able to be some small part of making sure that the theater that I love and have loved since I was a 9-year-old kid, we can continue down a road that will show more representation of people who look like me as well as look like what we're used to seeing.
I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is The Broadway Show. And that's going to do it for us. Until next time, I'm Tamsen Fadal, and this is The Broadway Show.